Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. Tonight, we're here for the Alabama 200 here at Talladega. Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series action. It's the regular season finale tonight. We got about 7 minutes left of practice before we jump straight into qualifying action for tonight's 200-mile race around Talladega. Tonight, we got some storylines to talk about, all kinds of drama in the series, all starting with the Lynch brothers. Brian Lynch right here, junked by his little brother Nate Lynch here recently, just a couple of weeks ago. Is Brian Lynch, the super speedway specialist, going to cash in his payback, or is he going to wait? Another storyline out there, we got ladies man Griffin Salyer. Rumor is the ladies man has shaved his beard. So ladies, he's got a baby face now. No beard on the ladies, man. Griffin Salyer. Other news out here. Looks like last night in a league race, they're not out on the track right now, but Tom Ogle was junked by his teammate right here, Andrew Hess. Tom told me it was 100% intentional. Andrew Hess just flat out junked him. So here he is out there. I don't even think they're working together tonight. Tom Ogle, Andrew Hess, there's bad blood between them. Looks like Andrew's going to be working with the 46 of Jason Gratton tonight instead of the 11, Tom Ogle. But like I said, we got about 6 minutes left of practice. We're going to get the patented Hutchinson Motorsports tunes playing in the background because it's the best tunes in the business, folks. You're here Thursday night racing Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Coming up next, Alabama 200 Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome back, Hutchinson Motorsports TV here for the Alabama 200 Thursday night racing Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series. We are just about ready to roll here. Couple minutes left of practice. Right now, we're watching Tom Ogle out there, who's not very fast. Not going to lie, folks, I went out there, just logged a couple of laps. And as you can tell by the Hutchinson Motorsports scoreboard up there, I was faster than the 11 car of Tom Mogul. But nonetheless, I'm up here in the booth. Would have been too easy for me down there, so I figured I'd come up here, give myself a challenge, and broadcast the world's #1 streaming service, folks. As always, we appreciate you tuning in. Be sure, click the like button on the video, subscribe to the page. Throw us a comment. Who you think's going to win this thing? While we got some time, let's pull up your point standings here. Let's take a look at the playoff picture. One moment here. Let me get it ready. Got some storylines here for the final regular season race here at Talladega. We got a bunch of guys out here trying to win themselves into the playoffs. One moment here. We're having some issues. Don't you worry, though. We're the world's #1 streaming service. We will definitely get it rolling. This might be the right one. Let's take a look here. No, it's not. Meanwhile, look at that. Oh, hang on. He's not out there. While we got a minute left here, we will get some Hutchinson Motorsports tunes playing, and I will work on this issue. We'll have it lined out by the time qualifying starts here in just 1 minute. Here we have it, our season 10-point standings right here on the board for you to take a look. 12 drivers making it into the playoffs. As you can tell there, looks like right now, locked in, we got Dylan Grimm, Ross Tatum, Dylan Hoffman, Rickard, Kreitz, and Robinson all locked in with a win. Then the next handful up, way on point, should be good to go, but we got some guys out here. William Duff's going to have to win himself in. We got Trey Jackson, Josh Whitaker, Aaron Hale, and a handful of others here. We are jumping straight into qualifying action here. Who's going to win the Hutchinson Motorsports pole? Folks, I'm going to pick my guess here. I'm thinking the super speedway specialist, Brian Lynch, in the number 24 machine. He's going to win the pole here tonight. That's my pick. Let's see who the first cars at the speedway are. We got the ladies, man. Griffin Salyer, fresh with no beard out there, ladies. Mustache only for the ladies, man. Griffin Salyer. I also have it on good authority. Griffin Salyer was trying to play with a cat earlier, and he was attacked by a cat. That did happen earlier, folks. So we're going to watch the ladies, man. Griffin Salyer. We're going to hop on board with the 32 machine. Out of Ohio, the ladies, man, Griffin Salyer. Boy, a fan favorite here. The lady ratings go way up through the roof when that 32 machine is on the speedway. And numbers coming in right now, same old, same old. The ladies are tuned in to see this 32 machine rip it around Talladega. His out lap right now, he's rolling the top, trying to get that thing moving. Let's see what he does here coming to the line. Salyer going to take the green, stay up high. He's going to put all his eggs into the basket of the final lap. See how that works out for him. We got the GOAT, Scott Rickard, out here in the 05 Tire Pros machine. Rickard's been on a tear lately. He's got his mojo back, and he has been bad fast. Nate Lynch out there. He's been struggling. That 25 car has been junk lately. Joshua Altus returning back. He's been gone for a little while, it feels like. The Lynchburg Virginian, Josh Altus, out on the speedway right now. William Duff, the fourth out here, trying to win himself into the playoffs. Biggest race of his life. He was talking to me earlier. Said he'd give anything to lock himself into the playoffs here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV because it is the world's #1 streaming service. We're going to keep the tunes rolling here as we are continuing qualifying action. Right now, top of the board, it's the GOAT, Scott Rickard. Putting down a heater. Timing and scoring does not like qualifying. But right now, Trey Jackson top of the board. 53.93. Let's see how that holds up. We'll just kick back, relax. I'll let you know what the final standings are here for qualifying. Be sure to throw a comment in the chat, like the video, subscribe to the page, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, Alabama 200 here, Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series action. Coming up next. We'll be back shortly.
Take this way too far. I break the stars. I'm kicking down the door to take the floor. I don't care what you say. I'll do it anyway. I don't care what you say. I'll do it anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Quick time, Dylan Grimm, top of the board. He's going to be kicking off from the pole position tonight here for the Alabama 200 Talladega Racing. Which means it is time for grid time, folks. Let's take a look at the board here. Here is tonight's starting lineup here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, folks. World's #1 streaming service. On the front row on the inside, in the number 23 machine, Dylan Grimm. To the outside, the 11, Tom Ogle. Row number 2 on the inside, the 28, Josh Whitaker. To the outside, the 44, Kyle Bowling. Kicking off from the 5th starting position, the ladies' man, the 32, Griffin Sallier. To his outside, the 25, Nate Lynch. Row number 4 on the inside, the number 3, Christian Lauschen. To his outside, the 12, Andrew Medlin. Row number 5 on the inside, it's a must-win. It's the 17, William Duff the 4th. 2 is outside, the 1, Will Bustler. Row number 6 on the inside, the number 30, last season's points champion. It's Josh Robinson. 2 is outside, the number 8 machine, Josh Gratton. Row number 7 on the inside, the number 18, it's the ladies' man's brother, Gavin Sallier. To the outside, the 05, the GOAT, Scott Rickard. Row number 8 on the inside, the 15, Dylan Hoffman. The outside, the 5, Trey Jackson. And the final row we're going to announce, folks, On the inside, the 21, Ross Tatum. The outside, the super speedway specialist, Brian Lynch. And folks, if I didn't say your favorite driver, it's because they're junk, they're slow, they're starting in the back. Take a look at the board if you want to see where your favorite driver is at. But there's your starting lineup tonight for the Stars and Stripes Alabama 200 here at Talladega, folks. Last race of the regular season. Who's going to win it? Who's going to lock themselves into the playoffs? Give themselves a chance at the Season 10 championship. But the field is set. We're finally rolling. Pace car is on the move, folks. My pick to win it. It's time. I'm going to go with the 24 of Brian Lynch. He is the super speedway specialist out here, a veteran of super speedway racing. I've never seen anything like it. It's incredible what that 24 Hooters machine can do once he gets out front. Brian Lynch, tonight's winner. Let's take a look at that beautiful 24 machine. My pick to win it. He is known as the greatest super speedway racer in iRacing history. Let's take a look at him. Here he is, folks. Let's hop on board, see what he's doing. Wow. Brian Lynch, he's saving fuel out here on the outlap. That is why he's a GOAT. He's out here playing chess while everybody else is playing backgammon or checkers. Brian Lynch from Manchester, Iowa. He is the super speedway specialist. Unbelievable. But a great field of cars here tonight. Looks like 25 cars taking the call here. Alabama 275 laps around Talladega. Who's going to park her in victory lane? We got no stage breaks tonight, folks. No fast repairs, nothing but hard-nosed racing. But taking a look out front here, Ogle's going to be on the front row outside to his inside. The pole sitter, Dylan Grimm. We're about to take the green flag, folks. In front of a sold-out crowd here for the Alabama 200. The field is set. Pace car ready to roll in. Let's hop up to the most beautiful view in the business. The Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. Never seen anything like it, folks. But we are ready to race in front of this sold-out crowd. As our leaders start to enter the trial, we're getting near the Geico restart zone. The fans are restless. The drivers are restless. Who's going to win it here at Talladega?
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Good jump there on the outside for Ogle, but he's got no help behind him. The 28 pushing the 23 into the race lead. 23 of Grimm going to hold on for now. Ogle starts to get some help here from the 44 of Bowling. Coming out of turn 2, can the high lane get connected early on? Looks like they got a better shot at it than the bottom lane right now. On to the backstretch. We are still clean and green. They've not junked it yet, folks. Here they come, entering turns 3, side by side here. Front row battling it out right now. Tom Ogle into the race lead. Trying to decide his lane. He's going to ditch the top lane. Says, later, losers. Thanks for the push. Tom Ogle going to the bottom. Big shove there from the 23 of Grimm. Heading into lap number 2. Lap 1 race leader going to be the 11. Tom Ogle, the gambling man. Boy, Ogle told me he put a lot of money on himself to lead the first lap, and it looks like his bet just cashed in. Tom Ogle out front. Meanwhile, we got the GOAT, Scott Rickard, out here, currently running in about 10th place. Taking it easy. Then way off pace, Chad White, I believe he started in the pits for some reason. The Loudon Tennessean is open for an early caution, or he's going to go down a lap. As we jump back up near the front, Nate Lynch has put himself into the 4th position. Second car on the outside line while Ogle leads the inside line. We got Kyle Bowling on the outside. How hard are these guys going to want to race, or are they going to take it easy till the end? You know, a lot of people think these super speedway races are going to be wreckfest, but most of the time they're not. Especially once you're in a league with no fast repairs. These guys understand that they're just out here riding for about 70 laps. The only thing that matters are those final few laps. You just got to have yourself near the front to give yourself a shot. So you're going to see some patient driving out front, it looks like. While Ogle leads the bottom lane, we got Bowling on the top. So let's jump back. Check out the Hutchinson Motorsports battle for last. Here it is. Jason Grattan. I tell you what, Jason looked good in practice, but he is looking like junk. Straight from Pittsfield, Illinois. That 46 car is slow here at Talladega. Let's hop on board. See why he's so slow. Is he even flooring it? It looks like he's got her floored. He just has no speed. Folks, say it with me. That 46 car is junk out here at Talladega. You may as well park it. Pull it into the pits, Jason. That thing's going nowhere. It's slow. So we're jumping back out front here. Dylan Grimm sticking with the bottom lane, pushing Tom Ogle out front as Ogle continues to lead this one. Here in the world's number one streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, folks, they offered us a sports Emmy this season. We told them we didn't have time to deal with their little fake awards, so we turned it down. We figured somebody else could have it because we're too busy putting on these races. Meanwhile, the ladies' man's brother, Gavin Salyer, currently running 12th. Here's the 18 car right now, the Milwaukee 18 car. Out of Richwood, Ohio. Let's see what the ladies' man's up to. Where is Griffin at? Here he is. Griffin Salyer currently running up in the 4th position right now. Ladies, we know you're here just to see this 32 car. And he is wheeling that thing. Out here with no beard driving. Mustache only. Griffin Salyer out here slicing and dicing his way through the field. Hope he's feeling better after that cat viciously attacked him earlier. Meanwhile, Tom Ogle starts to drop a little bit. Ogle went with that top line, and the top lane is slow as he continues to fall back. But it looks like they've gotten connected here, starting to get a run. Bowling in the 44, giving a big push to the 11 here on the outside line. Let's hop on board with that 44 car, Kyle Bowling. Ogle's got his Easter paint job on the 11 car here tonight. As everybody's still being pretty patient here. No 3-wide racing yet. Curious to see how far these guys can go on fuel. Let us know in the chat how many cautions you think there are going to be. We might just go green and checkered, folks. You never know. Boy, that would be much better than that Martinsville race. If you tuned into that one, I'm sorry in advance because that race was horrible. Here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, these guys look like clowns out there, junking each other left and right. Looks like we might have a third lane trying to form here. Not like it's going to go anywhere, though. So the middle car is going to drop all the way to the back. So Tom Ogle back out to the race lead. Work the high line. You're probably going to see him drop to the bottom here soon. That bottom lane's well connected and not going to happen as they get a big run there into the tri-oval. Here comes Medlin in the 12 car. Getting a big push from Bustler. Here on lap number 8, the third lane has formed finally, folks. We got a few hard chargers led by Joshua Altus up top. The 94 car looking to get to the front. Ross had him right there with him. 3 wide. The 8 car throwing a late block. Boy, they were being patient there at first, but not anymore. These guys trying to junk each other. Grattan says, you aren't getting the lead, nerd. I'm throwing a block. So he goes up there. The 44 goes with him, and they just about junk each other. The 44 throws a block on the 94. 94 lifts. Altus would have just junked the 44 if he didn't lift. So starting to get antsy out front, folks. There's only about 70 laps left to go. It must be go time out there. Altus has been stopped in his tracks as he gets multiple blocks thrown on him. So let's drop back a little bit. Andrew Hess back here. That 54 car is looking pretty slow here tonight. 23rd position. Rumor has it Andrew Hess is not a fan of Italians. Don't ask me how I know that, folks. Just been confirmed through the grapevine. So he's back there racing in the back. And my pick to win it was Brian Lynch, and he's looking like junk here tonight. That 24 Hooters car is slow, and I'm changing my pick, folks. A lot of people would say, oh, you can't change your pick after the race. Well, folks, you're on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. I can do whatever the hell I want. So my new pick to win it, I'm going with the 12 car Andrew Medlin. He's going to win this thing. The Tampa, Florida native Andrew Medlin. He's going to junk that 11 of Tom Ogle and take home the checkered flag here tonight. Going to be a good one to watch. So the top lane trying to get reformed here. The bottom line, single file up until about 8th position. We got Christian Lawson out here, the Brooklyn Iowan. Currently running 7th. He's got the fastest lap of the session with a 49.92. Well done, Christian. You are bad fast. But the battle for last is spicing up, folks. Nate Lynch was up towards the front here early on, and he's falling off all the way to the back. That 25 car, he's junk here at Talladega. But we head back out front. Tom Ogle still your race leader. Lap number 11 onto the backstretch. Big push there from the 12 of Medlin. Looks like that outside line, only 2 cars. Looking for a little bit more help. The field has gone mostly single file, which means it's time for our first break. But don't you worry, folks. You're going to get the Hutchinson Motorsports TV side by side. You're not going to miss a lap. We're going to get the tunes playing in the background while we take a short break. I'll be back here shortly. We appreciate you tuning in. In the meantime, be sure, click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the page. Throw a comment. Let us know what you're up to and who you're pulling for. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. We'll be back here to continue the Alabama 200. As we return back here to the Alabama 200 at Talladega, still pretty patient driving out front. Currently, your race leader is Andrew Medlin, my new pick to win it, folks. That's right, I changed my pick. When you're the GOAT, you can do what you want. Hutchinson Motorsports TV World's #1 streaming service, the GOAT Blake Hutchinson, up here in the booth with you, great fans here tonight. As always, we appreciate you tuning in, spending your Thursday night right here with yours truly, the best voice in motorsports, 100% confirmed, right here, Blake Hutchinson, for you great fans at home. Meanwhile, we drop to the back. Ryan Lynch, he's been back there all race long trying to get that Cookout 31 car going. With just about, 58 laps left to go. It's go time for the 31 car, Ryan Lynch. Looks like Chad White has fallen a lap down. He's in last. At the back of the pack here, Chad White, he's going to need a caution. Hope to get that lucky dog. 36 is junk here tonight. I'll tell you who's not junk. My pick to win it, the 12 car, Andrew Medlin. He is hooked up and he's bad fast. The Old Dominion University 12 car of Andrew Medlin out of Tampa, Florida. He is flying around this super speedway. So we'll keep our eyes out here on the field, see what's going on. Pretty laid back racing so far. We might have to pull some racers into the broadcast booth here during green flag action. If these guys aren't going to be junking each other, may as well do some interviews. Am I right? But nothing else changing out front. Still Medlin, followed by Grimm, Whitaker, Bustler, Salyer. Your top five. Been a quiet race so far for last season's points champion, Josh Robinson. That 30 car hanging out in the back right now. He's chilling back there. You know what? I think that means we need to pull him into the booth here under green flag action. Where else are you going to see green flag interviews than Hutchinson Motorsports TV, folks? We're the world's #1 streaming service. Let's get him in here. Josh Robinson, let me find him here. Josh, Blake him in the booth. You got me?
Blocky, how you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing great. How's that car feeling out there in the back?
You know, just hanging out, saving a little fuel, because trying to make it to lap... I'd like to make it to lap 42, and then I can just run what I want to run on that final run there.
Okay, so you're thinking the pit stops are going to start around then, huh?
I think you'll see a couple of those leaders start drifting in about lap 38-ish, and then you might see some guys stretch it out to about 43.
Okay, well, that's interesting. So your plan is to hang out in the back until after the pit stop then, huh?
I want to hang out in the back until probably about lap 30, and then I might start making some moves to get a little further ahead to, get a little bit better angle into the pits. But other than that, car's pretty darn stable. Everyone's given a nice amount of room. We were 3 wide for a little bit at the beginning, but everyone was pretty cordial.
Yeah, well, seems that way so far. Well, hey, I'll let you head back up there. Best of luck for the rest of this one, Josh.
Appreciate it, Blake. Have a good night.
You too. Josh Robinson, you heard it from him. It's all about fuel saving right now. He's trying to get to around lap 42. He says he's believing that around lap 38 is going to be when these pit stops start. Racers still taking it easy out there here on lap 21 out of 75. The high line starting to get connected out front here. Looks like somebody might have disconnected here. I think Zach Kreitz has disconnected. He is toast. The 9 car of Kreitz, his night is over. Disconnection for the 9 car of Zach Kreitz. So we head back out front. Dylan Grimm still cruising, currently in the 3rd position as Will Bustler taking over the race lead. Boy, it would be interesting to see if this thing can stay green. Green to checkered finish here at Talladega. That would be impressive. My guess is, though, after that pit stop around lap 38 or so, you're going to start seeing some guys get antsy. You might see some wrecks later on. But so far, it's been clean and green as Will Bustler continues to lead this one out front. Ryan Lynch starting to work himself through the field up to the 10th spot. The Cookout 31 machine is on the move. He is currently your Hutchinson Motorsports hard charger. He's passed 14 cars since the start of this one. He is known as the best Lynch brother. Just a fact, folks. Not objective, just 100% fact. So let's hop on board with the Mooresville, North Carolina. Ryan Lynch. Boy, look at that talent back there behind the wheel. Ryan Lynch, no wonder he's going to the front. Incredible. As we look through the field, Nate Lynch, he's lost 16 spots since the start of this one. Started all the way up in about, 6th place. He is back to 22nd. He's running back there with the super speedway specialist, his brother, Brian Lynch. Boy, Brian Lynch is looking like junk here tonight. I had high hopes for that 24 car, and it looks like it's got a parachute behind him. But what's the right call? You know, our race leaders are burning some extra fuel out front. The guys in the back, I'm sure they're probably going about 3/4 throttle through most of this track. Well, a lot of people might think that saving fuel doesn't matter here. It actually does, because once they go into the pits, their pit stop can be much shorter than the rest of the field. Their pit stop might only take 6 seconds instead of, 8 or 9. So it could be a big difference. Just the only thing is you have to have somebody that leaves the pits with you. So you can go out there and have the fastest pit stop in the world, but if you got nobody in the draft, it doesn't matter. They're going to pull you in right away. But meanwhile, Joshua Altus out front. He is your new hard charger race leader. He's passed 18 cars since the start of this one. Big push there from the 21. Ross Tatum right there with him. We're expecting the pit stops to start here in about 12 laps or so. Heading into lap 26, your race leader looks like, I don't know, it was close there. Bustler might have got him for that lap. But as always, we once again appreciate you tuning in, spending your Thursday night right here with yours truly, the GOAT, Blake Hutchinson, up here in the booth on the world's #1 streaming service, folks. We say it every week. We're going to say it again. Quit wasting your money on junk streaming services. All you need, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's largest library of streaming services. 100% confirmed. So out front, Joshua Altus still cruising. He rolls down to the bottom, throwing a block on the 1 car of Bustler. Well, the top lane, down to 3 cars. It's like we got Tatum, Lynch, and Duff up on the top line. Been clean and green since the start of this one. Nobody wanting to go up top to help out these few. We got another lap car coming up here in the distance. Chad White off pace once again. Boy, that 36 car is slow here tonight at Talladega. Yep, Zach Kreitz has officially disconnected. We got Aaron Hale off pace. Looks like he's about to get lapped. Not what Chad White wanted to see. Once Aaron Hale goes a lap down, Chad White will no longer be the lucky dog. Meanwhile, Bustler giving a big push here to your race leader, Altus. As we head in a lap number 29 here tonight. We're chalking down the laps as Aaron Hale goes down a lap. Gonna let your leaders by. Top three starting to kind of break away here. Let's see if the 23 at Grimm can hang on to that draft of those top three cars. Should be good here. Let's see what else is going on throughout the field here. The GOAT, Scott Rickard, sitting in the 13th position. Brian Lynch still all the way back in 21st. And his brother that junked him a couple weeks ago, Nate Lynch, right behind him in 22nd position. Well, not much going on here so far, folks. Single file through basically the entire field. Actually, yes, through the entire field, we're single file. This is some action-packed racing here in Talladega, folks. We should have just made this race 5 laps. Should have just did a 5-lap shootout instead of the follow the leader stuff leading up to it. But here we are, lap number 30 out of 75. Race leader still Joshua Altus. So, folks, while it's pretty laid back, we're going to take another break here. I'll be back shortly. We're going to get the tunes playing. Stay in Hutchinson Motorsports side by side. I'll be back here in a bit. As we return back from break here, we're expecting the pit stops to start here in the next few laps right now. Joshua Alt is still out front. It's been clean and green since the start of this one. 36 laps down. Going to be interesting to see how the pit stops play out. You're going to see a few different packs. Probably going to see most of the guys pit on different laps. But we're going to see what happens here shortly. We know the guys out front probably using more fuel, especially your race leader, Josh Altus. He's probably been full throttle this entire race. But the Alabama 200 Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series action. This is the regular season finale. We're going to start the playoffs next week, folks. But it's going to be interesting to see who locks themselves into the final playoff spots available. Handful of guys are must-win racers here tonight. Either they win this one or their season is essentially over. But we're about halfway done with this one as Altus continues to lead out front. We're here on lap 38. This time around, you might see some guys elect to come down pit road. Everybody single file. See if everybody wants to pit together, or we're going to get a few different packs here. There are some coming down pit lane this time. I have just heard over the radio. So coming off the corner here, let's see who elects to take the call down pit road. Race leader coming down, Altus, as well as a handful of others. Altus locking up the wheels, able to slow it down in time. Just 4 of them coming down. Altus, Bustler, Tatum, and Hale. The only 4 to come down this time around. Not sure what to think if you're one of those 4. A group of 4 is not a bad thing on these pit stops. You don't want too many. If 10 of them come down, it's really just too much traffic a lot of times. 4 might be the perfect number if those 4 can stay together. Let's see if these 4 can leave the pits together. So Altus, Bustler. They're kind of spread out. Not the best pit stops for them. Here comes the next. Oh, a big group of them coming down pit lane this time. You might be seeing some speeding penalties, how much they were passing coming in. But a group of 9 of them coming down, led by your race leader, Medlin. And then we got Ogle, Whitaker, Grimm, Duff, Grattan, and a couple others we missed. So they're coming down pit lane this time. See if everybody else wants to come down, or we're going to have some people wanting to stay out late. So about 10 cars remain out on the track. Looks like about half of them going to split off here. So we're down to 5 that need to pit. So we're going to see how this cycle ends here. My guess is the second group seem to have the best entry. I'm thinking that second group's probably going to be out front once this cycle ends. But the final group, they're probably coming in this time around. We got Salyer, Robinson, the other Salyer, Hess, and Lynch. A lot of cars spaced out here. Not good news for them. You definitely want to leave the pits with some teammates or somebody to be in that draft. So once these guys come down pit road, See who your race leader is going to be. Well, here comes the rest of the field. The Salyer was flying there. Well as Robinson. We're going to see how that works out for them. Looks like Bowling out front right now. Looks like a good stop for Bowling and Lostian. They're going to take over the race lead. See how big of a pack we got out front. And actually, quite a few of these cars still in the same pack after a green flag stop. Pretty impressive. You got 10 cars right there, and then right behind them, another 5 or 6. Looks like they're able to tag on, hang on to this draft. So it looks like we got about 20 cars in this lead pack still. And then more guys leaving the pits here. See if they can catch this pack. The last group to pit might be in trouble. They're going to lose some ground and not hold on to that main draft. Looks like actually Josh Robinson with a great stop. Saving fuel really helped him out here. He's going to be able to hold on to that main pack here. So Josh Robinson's going to stay with this main crew. Able to save enough fuel throughout the run. Have a good enough pit stop. So these cars should be good to go on fuel the rest of the way. No more pit stops unless there is a caution, you'll see. So we got a 16-car pack out front. Scott Rickard, the GOAT, currently your race leader. Boy, if you're any of these 16 cars, a big relief is off your shoulders. Because the main thing here is to make sure you have a good enough pit stop and stay with that main pack. Now they all got a shot to win this one. But still a long way to go. 32 laps left. So you see your breakaway pack here. Let's see how far back the next pack is. Salyer all on his own. Trying to get linked up. Yeah, not enough there. They're in trouble. They're basically done for unless there's a caution. All these cars spread out here for the next 7 seconds or so. So if you're not in that lead pack, you're toast. So meanwhile, it looks like Andrew Medlin taking back the race lead. Tom Ogle right behind him. Then we got the GOAT, Scott Rickard. And the 44, Kyle Bowling, and Christian Lawson rounding out the top 5 here tonight. But once again, we appreciate you tuning in, spending your Thursday night right here. We got the Scratch Hacker 2019 in the chat. Be sure to click that like button here, Scratch Hacker. You don't want to forget that. Subscribe to the page. Because we're the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. So they're side by side here. 30 laps left to go. We've had no cautions. A big change from the race last week. We had probably, 20 cautions at Martinsville. And here we are, 45 laps into Talladega. Not a single accident yet. So since the pit stops are done for, we're going to take another short break. We're going to get the tunes playing, but don't you worry, you're not going to miss a lap. Hutchinson Motorsports side-by-side action. We'll be back shortly. Thanks for tuning in. As we return back from break here, lap number 51 underway. Just about 24 laps left to go here tonight. We got an 18-car lead pack here after the green flag stops. It's been clean and green all along. We are just waiting for the finish here, basically, folks. Hell, we may as well stay on break for the next 20 laps. Because you're not missing much here, folks. They're side by side, kind of racing. But hey, welcome to the next-gen era. This is how super speedway racing goes sometimes here, folks. Currently your race leader, the 23 of Dylan Grimm. Been quietly out front all race long. Looking back on those green flag stops, you know, a lot of guys, they say fuel the entire run. And I don't think it really mattered. Because you see Josh Altus up here in the lead pack. He didn't save a lick of fuel. He led most of that first run. He was out front. He was the lead car. He was flooring it around there. And he's still in the same pack as everybody else. So all that boring fuel saving for no reason. Because Josh Altus still has a shot to win this one. And for that reason, I hope he does. Let's see if the 94 can pull off the win. Currently running the 8th position. Let's hop on board the 94, Josh Altus. See how he's wheeling that thing. Currently stuck on the outside line. Trying to give a push to the 28 of Josh Whitaker. But nothing happening right now. Out front, though, Dylan Grimm, your race leader. We got Trey Jackson on the outside line getting a big push from the 25 and Nate Lynch. Nate Lynch is sick of waiting. It is go time for that 25 car. Meanwhile, the 05 of Rickard giving a big shove to your race leader. Coming off the corner. It's going to be a drag race down the backstretch. Big push there from the 05 of Rickard. But let's talk about some important stuff, folks. For all you ladies here watching, rooting for the 32 car of Griffin Salyer. Folks, he has shaved his beard. No beard for the ladies' man, Griffin Salyer. Mustache only. So if you liked his beard, I'm sorry, ladies. You're going to have to deal with it. The 32 car, he is slow out here tonight as well. Currently running 17th for Griffin Salyer. Here he is, ladies. This pack is a group of slugs. 6 cars in the back. Not fast enough to hold pace with the race leaders. So they're way back there. Let's give a round of applause to them. We got Griffin Salyer, Brian Lynch, the former super speedway specialist, Brian Lynch. And we got Josh Gratton here, Gavin Salyer, and Andrew Hess. Oh, actually, that's in the next group. So Andrew Hess all the way back there. Boy, I tell you what, that 54 is junk here tonight. But we're here in lap number 56. Less than 20 laps left to go, folks. Somebody's got to win this thing. Who's it going to be? This is the regular season race finale. Let's pull up your points board here. Don't worry, you're not missing much on the track. But here it is. We got Grimm, Tatum, Hoffman, Rickard, Kreitz, and Robinson all locked in. And everybody else racing each other for a top 12 spot. First car out right now, William Duff. Basically, everybody in the red there is a must-win. Because there's a big points difference here between 12th and 13th. So if you're Josh Gratton, you either want to win this race or hope that somebody wins it that's already won or is in front of you in points. So going to be interesting to see who locks themselves into the playoffs. And these racers do have to meet the 13 race requirement to lock themselves into the playoffs with a win. So not anybody that wins is going to make the playoffs. But meanwhile, your race leader out front, still the 23, Dylan Grimm. He's been out there all day long. Started on the pole. Currently your race leader, the 23 car, Dylan Grimm. 18 laps left to go here tonight. Alabama 200. No caution so far. A lot of follow the leader here tonight. We're waiting for the first pile up here. Who's going to junk who? We got some blocks being thrown out front here. Your race leader, Dylan Grimm, not wanting to give it up. The 12 car Medlin does not want to work with the 23 of Grimm. Making a triple move to get to the outside line. Dylan Grimm on the bottom trying to hold on. Not going to last here as the 12 car taking over the race lead with the GOAT. Scott Rickard right behind him. Big block there by the 1 of Bustler. So few cars getting by the 23 there. Nobody wanting to work with Dylan Grimm. You're going to start seeing these guys get antsy here soon. With just about 15 laps left to go in this one. We're here at Talladega on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Where else can you watch Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series action? Folks, the answer is nowhere, because this is the only place live on the internet worldwide in front of hundreds of nations. Millions out there able to watch. Incredible. How do we do it? So your race leader, still the 12 car, Andrew Medlin. We got the gambling man, Tom Ogle, sitting in the 4th spot. Does he have anything for these boys? Or is the 11 car going to tap out at the end? Then we got Ryan Lynch out here cruising in the 31 car, sitting in the 11th position right now. William Duff, the 4th, he is in this lead pack. He knows he's got to win this race to make playoffs. Does the 17 have any magic up his sleeve here tonight? Can he get the job done? Been a quiet day so far for the 15 of Dylan Hoffman, but he's been up front most of the race. Don't count him out here as he is in the lead pack, currently sitting in the 7th position. Trey Jackson, the last car in this group. Can he make a big move? Currently sitting in 16th. He's got a shot at it, though, with just about 13 laps left to go here at Talladega. Meanwhile, William Duff, the 4th, just put down the fastest lap of the session, a 49.84. The GOAT, Scott Rickard, giving big pushes there to the 12. Being patient. He does not want to be that lead car yet. Folks, and I'll say, normally the lead car coming to the white flag does not win this thing. We are chalking away laps here. 12 laps left to go. The GOAT, Scott Rickard, currently sitting in the 2nd spot. What does the GOAT have up his sleeve? Can he win it here at Talladega? Heading into the playoffs next week. Everybody's still being pretty friendly, but here comes the 31 of Ryan Lynch. He is the lead car on the outside line. He's looking for some help. He's got the 3 car of Lawson trying to give him a push. Meanwhile, the 05 of Rickard still continues to push that 12 car out front. Eventually, you're going to see that 05 get hot. Scott Rickard has been bumper to bumper here for a few laps. Outside line starting to get connected here. Big push there from the 3 car. Lawson trying to push that 31 out front. Bumper to bumper coming out of turn 4 in front of the front stretch. Gonna be about 11 laps left to go this time around. Rickard making a move to the outside to GOAT. Scott Rickard, new race leader out front. He was just biding his time. Scott Rickard has done it. He is now your race leader. Lynch going to drop down to the bottom, leaving the 3 car of Lawson hung out to dry. Says, thanks for the push, loser. Later. So Lawson's going to try to regroup that top line. Ryan Lynch swerving all over the place, trying to junk Scott Rickard. Let's see what he does. I don't know. It looks like he's warming his tires up down the backstretch there. That 31 car is swerving everywhere. Meanwhile, we got some lap traffic here. Are they going to get out of the way, or are they just going to stay in the way? Hess going to go down to the bottom. Tatum to the top, letting your leaders by. Ten laps left to go. The GOAT, Scott Rickard, out front. Looks like we got cars making moves. The 23 of Grimm going to shoot out to the top. Rickard goes high, then he has to come low. Late move there by Rickard, able to recover, get back down to the bottom line. That's going to kill the bottom lane's momentum, though, here onto the backstretch. Dylan Grimm going to take over the race lead. Lawson trying to push that 23 out front further. Lawson will shoot down to the bottom if he can clear that bottom car here. Here it comes. Down the back, or the front stretch, whatever we are on. Into the tri-oval here. 23 of Grimm still out front. He is going to be your race leader at the line. And a big push there on the bottom. Ryan Lynch shoving the 05 of Rickard, hoping to get him out front. Big move there from the 46. Jason Gratton out of nowhere. He's your hard charger. He's passed 21 cars since the start of this race. He's up to the 3rd position. What does the 46 of Jason Gratton have up his sleeve? While the 23 of Dylan Grimm is your lead car on the bottom. The 3 car of Lawson, the lead car up top. You're going to start seeing the guys in the back of this pack get antsy here. You're probably going to see a 3rd lane for him here in the next couple laps. Eight laps left to go. Dylan Grimm still out front. Meanwhile, Josh Robinson out of nowhere, currently sitting 2nd on that outside line. As guys start to move around, we got the top lane forming here. 3 wide, a late block there from the 15 of Hoffman. He's going to kill the momentum of that line. Coming out of turn 4. Still going to be Grimm out front. Hitting a big push from the 46. 7 laps left to go here at Talladega. Who's going to win the Alabama 200? We got all kinds of sister kissing in the stands here in Alabama. These fans, they love their cousins, they love their sisters, and they love NASCAR racing. Welcome to Alabama. Heading into turn 3 and 4 with just 7 laps left to go. Going to be 6 this time around. Out front, Jason Gratton, your new race leader. The GOAT, Scott Rickard, right on his back bumper. When is Rickard going to make the move? The back of this group trying to get 3 wide. Meanwhile, the front staying single file. They might start breaking away here. People's playing friendly up front, but not in the back of this pack. We got 3 wide battles back there, which we expected to see. With just 6 laps left to go, if you're sitting in 15th, it is about go time. And we got some blocks being thrown up front. Top line has formed here, folks. Meanwhile, it appears the 31 of Lynch gets shuffled to the very top there, 3 wide. Bottom lane currently Gratton, Rickard, Grimm, and Duff. Gonna be 5 to go this time around, folks. I think we're about to see our first wreck. The guys in this pack wanted to stay green. Jason Gratton out front. Not sure if he would clinch himself into the playoffs with a win. I think he would. Making moves here. Looks like the 28 of Whitaker throwing a late block there on the outside line. Outside starting to get connected here a bit. See if they can make a run on your 2 race leaders. Rickard and Gratton start to pull away from the field as the rest of the field is side by side. You see the 28 side drafting there a little bit on the 17, just a touch. And a big run here for the rest of the field. Duff the 4th, currently up to the 3rd spot. It is a must win for him to make the playoffs. That 17 car, keep an eye on him. We're getting down to it here, heading into turn 3. Gonna be 3 laps to go this time around. Jason Gratton, currently your race leader. Scott Rickard right on the back bumper. Then we got William Duff, Will Bustler, and Josh Whitaker, your top 5. On to the backstretch, 3 laps left to go. When are these guys going to start working together, get connected to get up front? 3 lanes forming, bunch of blocks being thrown through the entire pack. Duff is blinking a little bit, but you know he ain't lifting. He says, boys, you're going to have to deal with it. 2 laps remaining here this time around. Are they going to stay green? We haven't had a caution yet. Can we go green to checkered here at Talladega? 2 to go. They're getting real antsy on that high line. The GOAT, Scott Rickard, still staying with the bottom line. Pushing the 46 of Jason Gratton. Oh, he junks him! The GOAT, Scott Rickard, just junked him. Caution is out. Oh, my, the 46 of Jason Gratton is junk. Thanks to the GOAT, Scott Rickard. See what happened here, folks. First caution of the night coming with 2 laps left to go. Let's see here. Here's a replay. We got your race leader, the 46, getting a push there by the 05, and Rickard just says, you know what? I'm sick of running second. I'm going to junk you. 100% intentional. The GOAT, Scott Rickard, says later, loser. Boy, they're arguing over the radio. Words have been shared. There's going to be a fight after the race, folks. Hutchinson Motorsports TV's cameras, we're going to be on pit road after this one because I think Jason Gratton is going to give the 05 of Rickard a knuckle sandwich. He is hot right now on the radio. Boy, that's really going to spice things up, folks. I'd say most of the field wanted to see that caution. A handful of guys out front didn't. But we're going to get a green-white checkered here, folks. Going to be interesting to see. We got Bustler, your race leader, followed by Rickard after Junkin, the race leader. Then we got Ogle, Whitaker, and Duff in the top 5 here. Let's see who we got here to pull down for a quick little interview. Oh, let's get Will Bustler down here. Will, Blake in the booth, you got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you're leading this one. What are your thoughts here with this green-white checkered coming up?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm going to make it on fuel.
Oh, how close are we?
We'll see.
How close are we on fuel?
Under 2 laps, probably.
Well, it's going to be tight, so you better hope there's not another wreck.
Well, we only get one green-white
Oh,
green-white checkers, so we'll see.
All right, well, that might help you out.
It might.
All right, well, hey, I'll send you back up to your team. Best of luck for the rest of this one.
Thanks, sir.
There's Will Bustler. He's not sure he's got enough fuel out here. You're going to be interested to see how this one plays out. I'd pull the GOAT Scott Rickard in here, but, you know, we can't condone those illegal moves of purposely taking out the race leaders. We wouldn't want to do that here. We're nothing but clean racing fans here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Let's see what else we can get in. You know what? Let's get old Tom Ogle. See what he's up to. Tom, Blake up in the booth. You got me?
I got you.
Hey, how you feeling about this one coming up here, the green-white checkered?
Wish I had a little bit more fuel, but I got 3 laps, so I guess I'll be all right.
Yeah, it seems that is a big theme here. I don't think you're the only one a little low on fuel.
Yeah, I'm shutting it off and on, just saving a little bit. I like my chances. My strategy is I'm gonna push Will out, and maybe if we can get free, maybe I can snooker him at coming to the line.
Yeah, well, hey, we'll see how that works out. Now, watch out for that 05 Scott Rickard. He just flat out junked the 46.
Well,
he is on a tear right now.
The 23 kept throwing those blocks and about wrecking the field. So if he gets up in front, we're probably wrecking. Honestly, it's probably a wreck coming up anyhow. So, but I'm locked in the playoffs, so I can send it, I guess.
Yeah, you may as well. But hey, I'll send you back up to your team. Best of luck here, Tom.
All right. Hey, thank you.
Yes, sir. Tom Ogle here, currently sitting in 3rd. He's hoping for the best up here. He doesn't think they're going to make it to the finish without a wreck. Going to be interesting, though, folks. Let me check my message here. All right, so winning in drivers are Tom Ogle, Jason Gratton, Nate Lynch, William Duff, Larry Griffin, who's not here, Brian Lynch, Kyle Bowling, the other Gratton, all kinds of them. So, yeah, basically after this one, we'll let you know if the guy who wins locks himself in the playoffs. Because, once again, they have had to have been in 13 of the 15 races. So we'll pull up your point standings here while we have some time. At least we got a little exciting finish here, folks. So Will Bustler, he is not locked in right now. So this would be a big win for Will Bustler. If he wins it, he would make the playoffs, it appears. We know Scott Rickard's locked in. Tom Ogle's good to go on points. Josh Whitaker, I don't know if he's made enough races as well. Let me take a look here. I don't think Whitaker can lock in. So, going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. The field is set here. We're going to have a green-white checkered, and as we heard from Will Bustler, there's only one green-white checkered, so if there's another caution, this one's over. So, the next flag you're going to see, it's basically going to be the checkered flag. Hayden in the chat, rooting for the Salyers. Boy, the Salyers have been kind of slow here tonight. Hayden, not going to lie. But the field is set. We're going to have a green, white checkered here at Talladega. Who's going to win the Alabama 200? Lock themselves into the playoffs. Going to be Bustler on the inside. Rickard on the outside. What's going to happen? Pace car is heading in, getting the hell out of the way. We are here at Talladega in front of a sold-out crowd. The regular season finale here for the Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series season number 10. As our racers rolling through the tri-oval, about to enter the Geico restart zone.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Will Bustler out front. You know, he wants to see a wreck ASAP. He wants him to junk it right now. We know he's close on fuel. If it stays green, I don't know. Hopefully he's got enough. I'm not sure he does, though. But he's getting a big push there from the 11 of Ogle. Coming out of turn 2 here. Side by side. Nobody's junking it yet. Bumper to bumper. A big push from Whitaker in the 28 on the outside. Outside line making big moves here as the 15 of Hoffman shuffles down to the bottom. Coming out of turn 4, can they stay clean? It appears that way. White flag going to be in the air unless they junk it right here. Bumper to bumper, coming to the white flag. Oh, I think a wreck's about to happen right now, folks. It's coming. Here comes a wreck. White flag's in the air, so we're going to get a finish. Some of these guys able to back out and avoid the wreck. 3 wide battle here. Coming out of turn 2 for the final time. Rickard on the bottom. Whitaker in the middle. Robinson on the outside. Who's going to win it? 4 wide down the back stretch. Heading in at 3 and 4 for the final time. Medlin has no help. He's going to shuffle to the back. They're junking it. The 5 is done for. We're still green. Coming to the checkered flag. Side by side. Here comes Lawson. Door to door. They're still junking it. Checkered flag in the air. And your winner. Oh, that's an illegal pass by the 8, it looks like. Josh Gratton. I'm not sure that's going to hold up. Timing and scoring has Josh Gratton win that one. I'm not sure if we're doing the yellow line rule or what. That was definitely well under the yellow line. Let me get confirmation on that one here, folks. Checker flags out here. The unofficial results up on the board. I think Josh Gratton's your winner. I don't know. Hang on. Let me confirm here, folks. I'm not hearing otherwise. I think Josh Gratton's going to be your winner here. Going way under the yellow line. He says, hell with the yellow line. I'm going to win it. So I don't know. It's unofficial, but hang on. I'm listening to the radio, folks. Give me one moment. I'm going to confirm this. Let me rewind this here. Go to this finish. All right, so let's go to the chopper cam, see the replay. Well, here's the finish. See, he was not forced down there, just goes down, passes him under the yellow line, and he wins it. So hang on. I'm still not hearing otherwise. One moment here, folks. Let's pull in an admin just to confirm this one. Hey, Brian Blake in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hey, just confirming here before we do our interviews, is there a passing under the yellow line rule?
It's under review. We're going to check it out. Yeah, there is.
Okay, gotcha. All right, well, we will hold tight and we'll wait on official word. I'll send you back up to your team. So the race win being under review, we're going to watch Josh Gratton's burnout nonetheless. Was a good move, but I honestly, watching it myself, I'm not sure it's going to hold up. I hope it does for Josh. Be a great win for him. But he definitely went under, and he just blew his motor. But he definitely went well under that yellow line to pass 2 cars there at the finish. Was not forced underneath. We're going to wait for official word. Your unofficial results, let's pull them up here. Well, they're already on the board, but we got Josh Gratton, Josh Robinson, Christian Lawson, Scott Rickard, and Dylan Graham, your top 5. Let's go ahead and pull up Josh Robinson while we're waiting here. Currently your second place finisher. Could be the winner, though. Who knows? Josh, Blake from the booth, you got me.
Hey, Blake, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. Now, we're waiting for official word here, but you might have won, you might have got second, but it seemed like a pretty good finish out there.
Yeah, Christian did a heck of a job pushing me, and then he did exactly what you needed to do. He pushed me way out there, and then I was a sitting duck, and he had me. But then when the 8 got to his back and then got on his inside there, it was like a parachute on Christian's car, because man, I gained a car and a half length on him going just on that straightaway.
Yeah, it was definitely a good finish. I'm glad that we were able to get to the white flag before they started junking it, because we could definitely tell there was going to be a wreck there.
Oh yeah, green white checkered. We only got one green white checkered at a super speedway with the last race before the playoffs and a win in your in scenario. That's a recipe for some content.
Oh yeah, for sure. But hey, great run here heading into the playoffs. How you feeling about the playoffs coming up starting next week?
This is a really tough league. There's so many guys that can win on every night. So I'd like my chances at a couple tracks, but just it's point racing. You gotta finish good throughout the entire playoffs to have a shot at the championship. So just kind of want to bide my time, run some good races, run some clean races, and just have fun.
Oh yeah, definitely understand. Well, hey, I guess I'll send you back up there to your team, and we're still waiting for official word on the results.
Appreciate it, Blake. Hopefully we weren't too junk for you tonight.
I know, not too bad, but hey, good job out there tonight, Josh, nonetheless.
Appreciate it, Blake. Have a good night.
You too. Josh Robinson. Currently, he's in second. Might have won this one. We're still waiting. Official words. Getting a review here. I would interview Josh Gratton. Not seeing him in the chats. He's not in the chat right now, so if he pops in one, we'll pull him in, but we're just going to sit tight here for a couple minutes. Looks like some results are coming in here, folks. One moment. So it looks like Josh Gratton, he's going to get a penalty, but he's still going to lock in the playoffs, so I don't think he's going to be the winner. So I'm going to assume Josh Robinson's your winner, but Josh Gratton locks himself in the playoffs nonetheless. But anyways, we appreciate you tuning in here, spending your Thursday night right here. Stars and Stripes Next Gen Series action. Hutchinson Motorsports TV next week. We're going to be back here starting the playoffs up. We are going to be at, it appears, Kansas next week here to kick the playoffs off. So until next time, we'll be back here, same time, same place, next Thursday night.